Honorable Makaula. Honorable Makaula.
Never point at me.
Honorable Kaula.
Never.
Honorable
Never.
Plawama.
Fuck off.
Honorable Plawama. Can you please take him out? I am speaking and you shall listen.
Honorable Chair.
Honorable President, can you please answer?
Honorable Chair.
Honorable Shibambo, can you please ask
Honorable
a
Chair.
supplementary question?
Honorable Chair.
Honorable Plawama.
Thank you.
You did not recognize me. I have a point of order.
Honorable Shibambo, can you take your seat? What's your point of order?
Honorable House Chair, I do respect your ruling.
Yes.
But I think we cannot allow in this house for someone to say white can't speak in this house.
Honorable member.
We cannot.
Honorable member.
Listen, Honorable House Chair.
Can you finish your point of order?
Sit down.
Order.
Sit down.
Honorable.
Sit down.
Honorable Makaula. Honorable Makaula.
Never. Never point at me.
Honorable Kaula.
Never.
Honorable
Never.
Plawama.
Fuck off.
Honorable Plawama. Can you please take him out? Honorable Plawama. Honorable Wilson. Sergeant in Arms, can you please take those members out? Honorable Plawama. Honorable Plawama. Can you please, the protection services come in? Can we suspend the House for 5 minutes?
No, chaps.
Protection services.
President, the FFA government are not housing. No, but we can't be intimidated. No, President, they can't intimidate us. We have a democratic right to be here. No, President, I can't. No. The problem is that Pinky.
So, indeed, it's not acceptable, but we'll have to come back to this House because I felt if we had to continue, it was going to actually disrupt the House even worse than it happened earlier on. I hope you will agree with me. Thank you very much. Honorable Malema, what's your point of order?
No, I also want to raise my concern that I've been called here a VBS loot. And when I stand up to defend myself, now there are some people with some morality which only sees one side and do not take into consideration what transpired before we uttered the words we uttered.
That's why
I will never, let me speak, Chair, because
I thought you
the
were
rest
done.
of other people were given an opportunity.
I thought you were done. Okay, you can finish.
I will never submit to whiteness. I don't care where it takes place. I will never subject myself to whiteness. And whiteness must be called out and be put at its rightful place and be called by its rightful name.
Can you take a seat,
and if there is a punishment for that, I'm ready to take it.
Take your
I will
seat,
never keep quiet if we are threatened here by whiteness.
Okay, honorable member, can you please take your seat? With respect, I'm also asking you to take your seat. Can you take your seat? Can you take your seat? Order, honorable members. Can the House be in order? Honorable President, can you respond? Honorable Steenhuisen, I will address you with your other point of order when the President has responded to the question. President, can you respond to the question?
Honorable House Chair, I actually had responded. Unless there is another question, I'm rather sad and taken aback by and almost handicapped by what's happening now. But I had responded, And I guess my response had been to Honorable Steenhuisen in the way that I was trying to answer him. So I'm ready for the next question, Honorable Chair. Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable President. Honorable members, can you take your seats? I ruled that I will give the President an opportunity. On Rule 67, in terms of our own rules, which is the rule of precedence of presiding officer, whenever the presiding officer addresses the House during a debate, any member then speaking or offering to speak must resume his or her seat, and the presiding officer must be heard without interruption. I tried several times to members who were raising points of order against the points of order, and you did not observe the rule. That is why at the end I had to use my discretion to actually say, I will speak to both parties' chief whips, whose members were even at the point of physical fight.
This is very, very crazy. Two adult, grown men fighting in front of the cameras and in front of other adult people. This is not what it should be. The EFF is not the one which started this fight, but you can see what the man with the dark gray, dark blue coat did. He just said the F word in front of Parliament. I imagine what kind of children the brother might be having back home. When they see their father doing such things, how much do you think the child will do? You know, African leaders should not lead this way. They should lead with competency. They should lead with the heart of, you know, of leadership, the heart of charisma, the heart of respect. They should be the ones we should be looking up on and see that is the role model we want. But when we see such kind of activities, them doing, we see we don't have no leaders no more. If these are the kind of African leaders to expect tomorrow, then I don't know the future of where Africa is leading. And this should be a worrying thing to Africans. This should be a very, very worrying thing. This is not a symbol of good leadership. That is not a good leader. A good leader does not do such things, you know. And it's a black person against a black person. So bad, so bad. It's very rare, very, very rare. You find a white person against a white person, especially in such a setting. Very rare. But for Africans, wherever, with the slightest provocation, we will fight. We will fight. Fighting is something which is natural. But look at the setting. That is a parliament. That is a place where the laws are made and where you want to bring your fights. Do you even think they have the respect for their president? I don't think so. I don't think they have respect for their president. This is not what Africans should expect. This is not what Africans voted for. I personally don't think, and I don't encourage such behaviors that Africans should be doing. In as much as you feel provoked, in as much as you feel hurt, you're a man, be stoic, put it on. You are here to lead your people, not to protect your feelings. If you want to protect your feelings, then you would have chosen another career. This is not for you. And this message goes to all African leaders. We should not be fighting one another. In fact, we shouldn't be fighting one another in front of the white people. It shouldn't be. It's a symbol of weaknesses between us. It's a symbol of disunity among us. And this should end.
In order to bring order to the House, I ruled, and I still rule, that I will now give the opportunity to the President to address the next question. You may have a problem, Honorable Steenhuisen. I will request that that matter, Honorable Steenhuisen, protection must be offered equally to all members of the House. And at the moment, I have ruled No. Honorable Steenhuisen, Rule 67 still applies.
Thank you very much, House Chairperson. Thank you for your answer, Mr. President. But given the flip-flopping record of your government, sell SSA, don't sell SAA, oppose the DA's court application this morning, withdraw the opposition in the afternoon, it's hard to take these assurances seriously. The 33 billion rand loan from China Development Corporation poses a significant risk to the South African fiscus and to our citizens. And that's why during the last question session, we asked you to make a full disclosure on what the terms and conditions were of the secretive loan. After Eskom, through our PIA, initially refused to grant this request, they then gave us some information, but left out all the important information that would need to show transparency and accountability here. Now, this tactic is only all too familiar. It's precisely the secrecy and lack of transparency that provided the fertile ground for state capture to take root in South Africa. We will approach the courts if necessary, but Mr. President, in the interest of openness and transparency, in breaking the secrecy and subterfuge of the last 8 years, will you commit today to make these terms and conditions public
Honorable
so the South African people
your time is up. Honorable President.
Now, let me say, Honorable House Chair, let me say I want to reject the notion that this loan that has been provided to Eskom is going to provide an overbearing risk in the way that you describe it on the sovereign. This loan is no different, yes, it is no different from the loan that Sanral has. It's no different from the loan that Transnet has. It's no different than the loan that all our state-owned enterprises have, including SAA as well. Because you may ooh and ah and all that, because in the end, all these happen under the broad government guarantee framework agreement. We have not entered into any special deal with the Bank of China when it comes to this. It is a straightforward vanilla type of loan that is guaranteed. That is guaranteed by the sovereign, and that's what it is. And it is no different whatsoever from all others. So I want to say very clearly to you, and there's a problem, House Chair.
Order.
There's a problem, House Chair, of honorable members, and particularly Steenhuisen, to have the ability to listen, because it does seem that he's a bit handicapped when it comes to that. He cannot listen, and even as one tries to give him an explanation, there seems to be a serious handicap. I would immediately have said maybe he needs to go for an audio testing, but maybe that is not his only problem. There is a deeper problem, which maybe we need to have some analysts to look into, because he's not listening, and maybe it's a problem of properly assimilating the information that he is given. So I think we have a problem with Honorable Steenhuisen, but I've given him the answer. Maybe overnight he'll be able.
Honorable Steenhuisen stood up on a point of order. I'm still listening to him. Can you please take your seat? Honorable Ndlozi, I asked, wait, 8. Honorable Steenhuisen, what's your point of order?
Well, to quote the Honorable Ndlozi from earlier, some rule. That's what he got away with earlier.
Okay, what's some
nonetheless
rule?
To say that it is, you know, the President, I thank him for his concern about my auditory abilities and the like. However, I don't think that it's appropriate.
Honorable Chair, please.
Can the VBS Bank looters please give me a chance?
No, you are not going to call me a VBS looter. You're racist young white man. A racist young man who was accused of rape, of bone.
Order, honorable members. Honorable members, order, honorable members. Honorable members of the DA and the EFF, honorable members, honorable members, honorable members,
House Chairperson.
honorable members,
House Chairperson.
Honorable Shibambo, I'll listen to you.
House
Can you
Chairperson,
please
on-
ask
on
your
a point of
members?
order.
Order! Can the sergeant
point
in
of
arms
order.
come in? Order, honorable members.
On a point of order.
Order. Sergeant at arms, can you please come
On a point
in?
of order.
Order, honorable members. Sergeant at arms, can you please act? Honorable Kadi, Honorable Shibambo, can you please ask the members to take their seats? Yes, can you please first ask them to take their seats? Honorable Stenezen, as a chief whip, can you please also ask your members to take their seats? Can you please ask your members to take their seats? Honorable Shibambo, Honorable Shibambo, Honorable Shibambo, can you please ask your members too to take their seats? Honorable member, can you take your seats? Can I address you?
You know, I loved how Julius Malema started the speech where someone died and he sent his condolences. For some African leaders, trust me when I tell you this, they don't care. Some will even fight at the funeral. But Julius Malema acknowledged and he felt really sorry for the deceased and his family. And this is a sign of a good leadership, you know. It's not about just yourself. It's about other people as well. Well, he's also talked about corruption and the situation of Africans in South Africa. And, you know, somebody was getting angry about that. Africans, is it a problem of humans or is it just Africans? But Africans, I think we are just on another level with this. Yeah. So, apparently, they say no prophet is respected at their own homeland. Yes, it's true. You know, Julius Malema is loved by many South Africans. I see through my comments, they say, you don't know this Julius Malema, he's just a pretender, he's just a hypocrite. But I'm asking myself one question. The people who are saying this are the people of South Africa. When I track down, I find they're South Africans. Or when I ask. So my question is one, Africans will love Julius Malema, or people with African decency, or ancestry, we love Julius Malema. But the real people of South Africa do not love him. Julius Malema is just somebody who is a pretender. They say Julius Malema is hanging under the blanket of the African National Congress. Yeah, I don't think so. I know Julius Malema is famous for his stance. He is famous for his speech. He's not famous because of some South African party which brought the first black president into power. He's loved, he's known because of his ability to stand and speak for Africans when no one can really stand and talk for Africans. He's calling corruption for what it is. It's true. You South Africans cannot love Julius Malema. Maybe you can't love him like as other Africans. We love him, but we do love him because of his ability to speak for Africans without seeing South Africa only as a country. I told you he's not only a nationalist, he's a Pan-Africanist. A Pan-Africanist is an individual that sees, a Pan-Africanist sees past But the situation of their country, they break boundaries. They see, so for like an African, it's not only for South Africa. In the case of Julius Malema, it's the whole of Africa. It's beyond Africa. It's in the diaspora. The other day he was in Ghana. He spoke to the African Americans. He acknowledged the existence of the slave trade and the effect that the slave trade had brought to the people of the African decency. This is a man that should be cherished, should be given what he deserves. Give credit where credit is due. And that is how it should be. Africans, South Africans, or any other African, we should acknowledge Julius Malema for his good deeds, and we should thank him for standing up and speaking for Africans. This is what we should do. We should be in togetherness as one. We should cherish one another in action and in deeds. And in words, actions are still deeds, right? So that's all, and I hope that you are able to learn from this video, in as much as it had a lot of drama, but you learned some things about Julius Malema. He is not somebody who is pleasing to everyone. You know, he does not please you. He's tough. He has that tough love for everyone. He's strong. He will rebuke you on your slightest mistakes, and that's how important this man is. You see, he's a great guy, and we should be grateful to have Julius Malema with us. If Africa, so think of this before you end the video. Think of this. Julius Malema has to be tough in order for us to have another tough individual that will replace him. Eventually, he'll grow old. People grow old. Nelson Mandela grew old. He's now dead. That's life. So who inherits that? Who inherits that? It has to be someone else. And that someone else is Malema. That after Malema, it's another generation. It might be our generation, or it might be our children's generation. But someone tough, somebody courageous, somebody charismatic has to stand up and defend the Africans. You know, somebody tough has to stand up and defend the Africans in parliament, outside the parliament, and in the world. And I'm glad we have him. It's time we leave back our differences and we focus on the major goal. The major goal here is togetherness of Africanism, and that's how it's going to be. So thanks for watching the video. I'll see you in the next one. Sorry. I'll see you in the next one, where we will have a deep conversations about Africanism, Pan-Africanism, and the need for you to move to Africa. Yeah. So see you in the next one.